Hey, hi, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with our weekend reading for Saturday, the 29th of February and Sunday, March 1st, 2020. We are using Thelema and Arcanum Tarot for our weekend messages. And for Saturday, our card from the bottom of the deck, this is the potential theme in the day for us. We have the Eight of Wands, the return of the Eight of Wands. We've seen this card quite a bit lately. We saw it in Friday's reading. So, incoming energy. I really do feel that this is quite connected to our own ability to receive channeled guidance from our guides, angels, the divine all that is universe. And it's swift moving and it's stable. So this is a theme that is coming through the retrograde, where we are being great receivers of our own intuitive gifts. We're getting enlightened. We're receiving messages in epiphany-like ways, having lots of aha moments that gives us an opportunity to be in review of prior energies, present energies, and what our focus is on for incoming energies, our long-term happiness and fulfillment. So with the Eight of Wands coming in, it's creative, fiery, passionate energy. It's communication through conversation, phone calls, emails, text messages, telepathic links with people that we have nice, strong bonds with. And with our heightened intuition being what it is, it's going to be a lot easier for us to be in intuitive perception of those telepathic messages that are on offer to us from the people that we love so much. Okay, let's see what goes with our Eight of Wands. We have Eight of Pentacles. I love seeing eights show up doubled in readings. All eights in tarot are about movement, and many of us, when we encounter retrograde energies, we can feel like nothing's happening. And the truth is, we're closer than we think to the fulfillment of something we hold dear. And the Eight of Pentacles is just that card. It has a reputation for being ho-hum, boring. You know, this leg of the journey is oh so long, and I've had enough of it. That type of energy. And in the suit, you know, running from ace to 10, you're much closer to the 10 of Pentacles than you are to the ace. So you're so far along in your journey, and you'd really like to rush to the end of it, you know, get to the 10. This is still important work, though, and the reminder is this is the work of our heart and soul. So right next to this 8 is a swift moving 8. So we have an earth, material, resource, tangible energy taking form, taking shape, about to be fulfilled in our world, and we have a swift moving energy right behind it. So there's like a little bit of wind beneath the wings here. Now that song will be stuck in your head. Okay, coming with this is the Queen of Swords. Again, a card we've seen a lot of recently, and this is about discernment. She comes at in the perfect position in the reading, because we have been asked over and over recently how we are investing our energy. And are we investing our energy in worthy pursuits, in worthy thought? How's the thought garden of your mind right now? Is it well tended, or is it a chaotic mess? We've seen a lot of the Seven of Cups, which could indicate we've been dabbling in illusion, and we're going to set ourselves straight with clarity here, and even some, just a moment, transformation. Yes, we have butterflies here on the card with her. Typically, you'll see, like in a standard Rider-Waite deck, there'll be a butterfly about to perch on the tip of that sword, which gives you an indication of the softness of this woman at her heart. She's got a reputation for being cold, and I remind you all the time that she's anything but. She simply has to make a lot of decisions that benefit the collective, not just one person. And she has to be very broad-minded. and be able to see the full picture. And not everybody is always happy with the decision that she makes, and that's just kind of the way that it shakes out. However, she does have her eye on transformation. She has her eye and her heart on long-term happiness and fulfillment, and she knows that it takes this kind of dedication, Eight of Pentacles, to bring that into being. So she's offering us the mastery of her clarity and her ability to cut through the BS, especially our own BS, the stories we tell ourselves, the justifications we give ourselves. We've seen that in the Seven of Cups quite a bit recently. So I love that we have these eights. We're moving on from that kind of energy. We are definitely coming into discernment, and she is holding the Ace of Swords, and I remind you that she's using it. It's not just there to look pretty in her hand. She's actually delivering her strength and her clarity and wisdom and discernment. Next set of cards, we have the King. Oh, nice. King of Cups. More intuition on offer to us. It's a great combination. So here is a beautiful bridge between head and heart, because this is a really finely tuned mind over here on the Queen. And this is a finely tuned, intuitive being here with the King. So this is logic, reason, and common sense here with the Queen. Great discernment, wisdom. And then we have this King who is emotionally awake, aware, alert, and intelligent. And he's focused upon the intimate nature of life. He's holding the Ace of Cups. He's benefiting from the overflow of the Ace of Cups, and that's what we're being asked to do. If we find ourselves in a challenging Eight of Pentacles experience in the moment, where we really do have to keep on keeping on, keep our head down, keep going, keep doing what we're doing, even if it's become a bit tedious, it's that kind of work that brings the fulfillment. Again, it's work of the heart and the soul. So we have to be discerning about our energy investment. A little bit of effort right now can pay a long-term reward, right? So step into the flow of the Ace of Cups. Step into the overflow to sustain you while you do this type of, or while you offer this kind of contribution to your manifestation process. Allow yourself to benefit from the pure raw love of the universe. Coming with the King is the Chariot. So now we have two cards in the reading indicating swift moving energy. And this isn't any whimsical energy over here on the Chariot. I remind you yet again, the charioteer is the child of the Emperor and the Empress. He's got wings for a chariot and horses pulling that even. So this is a card of determination and will. Definitely energies that we would invest over here on the 8. So we've got some wind beneath our wings. I think that's awesome that our chariot has wings. We've got some lift and some momentum there from the 8 of Wands, and it's fueled with passion, and moving forward into the Queen, great discernment, then into the King, great heart, great loyalty, exceptional intuition, and deep intimacy within our own relationship to self, so that we stay connected within our determination and our will to exactly what it is we're dreaming for, and we're not, going impetuously off the path and investing energy in a place that, let's just say, is a void or a vacuum that would just suck us dry, so we've got nothing left for ourselves. That's what the Queen will drop a sword on, And then where's the Chariot going but to the High Priestess, deeper into the intuition. Now, look at that little sandwich. You have the King of Cups and the High Priestess on either side of the Chariot. Can the cards indicate further for you that your intuitive guidance is heightened and you are channeling the most profound messages for your own self at this time? Again, 8 of Wands, it's all flowing right into your heart space, right into your Ace of Cups, and you're taking that on the run with your own self, going deeper into your intuition. Now, typically I would pause here, I would do angel answers and an affirmation, card. I'm going to save that. We're going to continue this story right into Sunday, and then we'll do these other cards. So let's move into Sunday, the 1st of March. Happy March! And our card from the bottom of the deck is Knight of Swords. Well, look at this. More momentum. So we have it in the 8. We've got it in the Chariot. And now we end Saturday's message on the High Priestess. So the momentum continues. And this knight, he can be a bit impetuous. And he can have tunnel vision. He's holding the Ace of Swords, just like the Queen. And he's well armored. And he is in motion, but he's not on a tear, if you'll notice. So many times we'll see the horse rearing up where he's, pawing at the ground, dirt and debris is flying as he's taking off. And here we see him in motion, but he seems to be going at a moderate pace. He's prepared for just about anything. Still a tendency toward tunnel vision. That helmet is certainly blocking out his periphery. But we're going to roll with it. Now, knights do convey messages between cards. And I am going out on a limb here intuitively to say that we go from the High Priestess to the Knight of Swords. So we've got our contribution over here on the 8. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep on keeping on. We have the mastery of the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups flowing into the Chariot. More dynamic movement and momentum. Pausing here with the High Priestess and then moving on from her and her intuition into the Knight of Swords as we go deeper into the reading with the 9 of Swords. Okay. This is the 3 a.m. card. I think we saw this on Friday's message as well. This is the one that keeps us awake and anxious in the night, trying to sort things out. And it's all up in our head. It's all our busy brain, vulture thoughts. This is exactly what the Queen is here to take away, to cut away. We're going to get to the heart of the matter here through our intuition. We will move along dynamically. We're not stopping. We're not quitting. We might get hung up on this 9 of Swords, though. This is the stuff that we can't exactly sort. We run scenarios in our minds, different outcomes, and we might just be better to leave it alone. Yield it, hand it over to a higher energy. Give it to the divine all that is. Talk to Archangel Michael. Talk to any of your guides and angels, and, hold some space for this and allow it to sort itself. My feeling here is there is not anything else you need to do but listen to your own intuitive guidance. And as you do that, move forward accordingly. Coming with the 9 of Swords is the Ace of Pentacles. Perfect, because doing that, going into allowing, opens up a new door, a new gateway of opportunity for us. So Ace of Pentacles is a divine and cosmic gift to us from the universe. It's resource, it's material, it's abundance, it's fertility. But more than anything, it is a door opening, and we're stepping through it dynamically. Look at all the momentum for that. Next set of cards, we have the Hierophant. Yeah, we are embracing our wisdom, and we are leveraging it on this, which is wonderful. So that tells us that the 9 of Swords is not some place that we're really going to linger. We are going to recognize it for what it is, bring the love to it that it requires to heal it so we can continue moving forward. The Hierophant gives us an opportunity to settle what's on that 9 of Swords, because the Hierophant challenges or invites us to challenge belief system. Things that we do out of habit and by rote, things that we say to ourselves, how we talk to ourselves within our own relationship to self. We are challenged by the Hierophant to take a look at those things and ask ourselves why. And again, it'll come back around to, what have I not considered? Excellent question. And it'll come back around to getting to the heart of the matter which is what the queen is up to over here with her sword, she's going to provide the 10th sword over here to the 9. She's going to put an end to something, and it's likely will be challenging belief system, thought patterns, and vulture thoughts while that's going on. But see here again in the 8 of Pentacles, that's the work of our heart and soul. And as we are here, like this woman doing needlepoint, one repetitive stitch after another, we are lit up by our intuitive gifts, because this is a Zen-like quality here on the 8 of Pentacles. And when you're in that Zen meditative mode, your intuitive gifts are quite dynamic. You know, repetitive tasks do tend to produce that type of experience. So while we're in that state, we're going to challenge all of this over here with the Hierophant, the 9 of Swords, and that's going to definitely open up that gateway on the Ace, because coming with the Hierophant is the 4 of Wands. Now, sometimes the Hierophant is considered a card of an engagement or marriage. It is a joining together of things. It's another one of those cards where we weave and bind things together. 4 of Wands. This is the 1111 card. It's a portal to step through. And really, if you take a look at the reading as a whole, this is what's opening up on that Ace so that you can step through this doorway. The 4 of Wands is one of the happiest cards in tarot. It's definitely the happiest in the minor suits of tarot. Not only that, let's come back to Saturday's overall theme with the 8 of Wands, and you have in ancient tarot a card of marriage. So more weaving things together, binding things together. And so what's happening here is, as we eradicate old beliefs, thought patterns, even some of our values that have been handed to us that don't serve our highest and greatest good and bring us this kind of happiness that we see here on the 4, while we challenge it with the Hierophant, we open up a doorway to greater happiness, and we're rushing through in the momentum of the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Chariot. Wow. Next set of cards, we have 9 of Pentacles. This is beautiful, because this is what happens when you lay down all your swords here on the 9. So if the Queen provides the 10th sword to the 9 of Swords, that's the fallen master. A new day dawns, a new opportunity presents. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. And then we are at 9 of Pentacles. You know, this is typically a woman in the garden, and she's got it all. She's a self-made individual. She's exceptionally generous. She has more than enough to spare and share. Lots of bounty and abundance here, and take abundance wherever you like. It does not have to be limited to finances. So this is fulfillment. Now, from Saturday's message with the 8, we advance to the 9 with a little bit of a gift here from the universe on the Ace. So you may feel at some point in the 8 that the journey's too long, it's just gone on, it's arduous, it's tedious, we've had enough, and then a breath of fresh air. Maybe after a night of the 9 of Swords considerations and, where am I investing my energy? Is it worthy? And so on, right? As we wake the next day, we come into this 4 of Wands type of attitude, and we're ready to rush across that threshold and into the garden of the 9. So we do advance it. We get a little bit of help from the universe here with the Ace. Fantastic. And it creates the 9. Another thing that I always tell you about the 9 is that this woman, as serene as she looks, as put together as she is, she's got a wild side, and no one suspects her of it, and she doesn't hide it. She has no problem letting that out, which is why it's so sweet to have this Queen here with her sword that she's wielding, because she's going to cut away the BS. We are cutting away the BS, because the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, this is the type of energy we wish to celebrate and live from on our foundation. Now, coming with the 9 is the 10. There it is. There's the fulfillment. So it's worth it. When this Queen brings the sword over here to these 9 swords, and we cut everything away, and the new day dawns, the new door opens, and we go through it enlightened and really blissfully, lovingly happy here on the 4 of Wands, we create a 9 now to the 10, which is long-term happiness fulfillment in and of itself within tarot. This is a legacy card. This is what we're bringing into fulfillment in our lives in terms of what we're holding in our heart space for manifestation. So keep on keeping on, because just around the corner is this Ace of Pentacles that really does add to the momentum from the 8. The wind beneath our wings here with the Chariot. Listen to your intuition. Pay very close attention to the intimate relationship of self within mind and heart and the bridge between. If you get caught up in the 9 of Swords, this is the time to call out to your guides and angels and allow them to assist you, and really allow that. I was speaking with a friend earlier today, and she said, I have to try to stop doing X, Y, or Z. And then she caught herself in that statement, corrected it, and said, I have to allow this to stop in its own right way. There was no trying. There was nothing she could do exactly. And it was more about allowing. And that's what's happening here with the 9. Allow that 9 to happen. Don't judge yourself too harshly. Just get to the heart of the matter and be loving and compassionate and kind about it for yourself, so that the energy eases up and it allows the gift of the Ace of Pentacles to bring you the 4 of Wands, the 9, and the 10 of Pentacles. And then the last card here is, look at that, 10 of Cups. You know, we have 3 10s in the reading. If you add the Ace of Swords on the 9, on the Queen, to the 9. So there's the 10 of Swords, which is excellent because something's falling away and making way for what you've been dreaming for. Then you have the 10 of Pentacles, long-term happiness, fulfillment, and then the 10 of Cups, which is the Ace of Cups 10 times over, overflowing into your life. And that's exactly what the King is handing off to the Chariot. And there's the gem within your own inner intuitive wisdom, High Priestess. It creates this kind of life experience on your foundation. So whatever's going on in the weekend, you're doing this kind of spiritual journey work to create this kind of outcome. And that's fantastic. All right, let's do angel answers. Ask a question if you have one. Allow the cards to confirm something for you or be a fresh message. I love this card, and I love that it keeps showing up for us. It's the Big Happy Changes card. That's what's happening right there on that 8 of Pentacles. You're making a big happy change because it's your happy that makes the big change. And sometimes that takes repetitive effort, but it is worth doing. That's the kind of energy investment you want to be making because it is creating for you everything you see here at the tail end of Sunday's reading. Nice. Next. Another one we've seen recently, peaceful resolution. That's what's happening over here with the 9 of Swords. We're putting something at ease. We're bringing peace to something for ourselves with the help of our guides and angels. We may have to challenge some old thought patterns and belief systems, but we're game. We can do it. Next, and how beautiful is this considering how much we are encouraged to pay attention to our intuitive gifts? Look for a sign. They're everywhere. Ask for them. If you need to be shown, when in connection with your guides and angels, your King of Cups, your High Priestess, ask for a sign. Then look for a sign. It will show itself. Songs on the radio, license plates, odometers, clocks. Look at the numbers, then look them up. They're great messages for us. Next card. Beautiful. I think we'll leave it there. Trust. Trust yourself. Trust your journey. Trust the universe. Okay. Let's do an affirmation card for the weekend from The Universe Has Your Back. We've got My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Exactly. What are you focusing on? What are you manifesting? And then we need a spirit animal. I think we'll do two. One for Saturday and one for Sunday. For Saturday, we have pig spirit. Nice. Pigs are super intelligent beings. So that's for you to look up, see what pig spirit has to say to you. I grew up on a farm. We had pigs. They were smart little buggers. I so appreciated their smiley little faces too. Okay, next. Our spirit animal for Sunday. Oh, cute. Firefly. I feel enlightenment coming off that card. So check out Pig Spirit, check out Firefly Spirit, see what they have to share with you through the weekend and beyond. And enjoy, folks. Peace, love, happiness. And of course, namaste. Bye for now, everyone.